walking with style they own. They prowl the galaxy, fierce and wild. Too sexy for Starfleet, they drive them wild. Space walking with grace, tails in the air. Cations got flair, they just don't care. With those whiskers sharp and those eyes so bright, they light up the ship in the darkest night. Sun on the bridge with a confident grin. Those feline moves make heads spin. From the skin-tight suits to their seductive rule the galaxy, there's no equal stir. With a confident grin, those feline moves make heads spin. From the skin-tight suits to their seductive rule the galaxy, there's no equal stir. There's no equal stir.
Greetings. This program may contain mature content. From the Hildt cautions. Viewer discretion is advised. This is live content and sometimes people swear. Because we like to say shit if we want to. Thank you. Enjoy the show.
Let's do this!
Hells yeah!
I enjoy the good times, friends and family gathering around, talking about nothing in general, just being anywhere other than down, making with the jokes, absorbing the vibe, laughing and healing in each moment, almost like we're a tribe. We need to go there to a warm, safe space, having fun behind our masks. It's a really great place, a place for our community to chill. I'll tell you where it's at. Wednesdays are for G.I. Joe, Thursdays are for fun, good times. Fridays are from the Hildt. Let's chill. See you around the community for sure. It's a really cool place, fun times and a good vibe. Our community rocks, and good times just arrive. Making with the jokes, absorbing the vibe, laughing and healing in each moment, almost like we're a tribe. We need to go there to a warm, safe space, having fun behind our masks. It's a really great place, a place for our community to chill. I'll tell you where it's at. Wednesdays are for G.I. Joe, Thursdays are for fun, good times. Good times. Fridays are from the Hillt. Let's chill. See you around the community for sure. We need to go there to unwed, safe space, having fun behind our masks. It's a really great place. On Thursdays, Fridays
Greetings, I'm Logan, the G.I. Joe Gamer. I know we were supposed to be gaming tonight, but we are not, so I decided to do this. Something I've thought about doing for a while. Hello, Jess. Welcome. Hope you're having a good night. I have never made a video about our AI personalities that I use to represent the singers of our AI generated songs. A lot of people actually think that some of them are real, and it says right on each video that it's AI personality, but what exactly is that? AI personality is something, that I put together the term. I don't know if I was the first to do it. I don't know if I could say I invented it, whatever. Is this the first time you've done a thing about your AI personality? Yes. Yeah, it is. Yeah. And yeah, I just answered you. I kind of wanted to explain what I do with it and why. I'm an author, so I couldn't just put songs out and go, hey, this is a song, woo. And I wrote it, but who sang it, and it just felt weird to me. So to settle it in my own head canon, I decided to create these backstories for these characters that sing my songs. And then I decided to put them all together in one big band called Fridays from the Hildt Players, which is emulating my Fridays from the Hildt Players that join us occasionally on our Fridays from the Hildt show, which we will not have this Friday. This Friday is 4th of July, Independence Day, so happy Independence Day for everybody. I will be live Thursday here on From the Hildt with our radio show, our regular radio show, so check that out. Our theme is gothic horror, Tim Burton style movies, and fantasy adventure from last month because it's so kind of carried over. So that's where we're at with that. So what I'm going to be doing here tonight is I'm going to be going through the history of these characters. And if you like this, then I will do this again for each of the other characters. You're an author too, unofficial with a BS degree in writing stuff. Yeah, that's kind of where I am. But, I did go through a publisher, and I have been published with, twice, and they like my books, but they never sold any to me, at least. I mean, they tried to sell them to me. They didn't give me any money except for $1 for each book. I was like, oh, here's your $1 copy. And it was no better than self-publishing at that point. So I went ahead and just self-published, and now I have more than 20 books self-published. Most of them are game books, but I have published at least 4 novels. I've got a Bad Company novel, which was a compilation of like 3 novelettes. 2 of the ones I published in a brand new one. I've got a second one that will be coming out before the end of the year, volume 2 of Lenhara Bad Company Chronicles. So doing that, I wrote Dragon Patrol, which has an awesome cover now. I got a new cover for Gray Fury, Sunset Blue, which is one of my novels that's out. And I have another novel called The Sentinel of Glaive, which is based in Lenhara, but nothing to do with my Bad Company characters. Hello, Cool Gamer. What's up, buddy? We got you and Jess in the house, so hope you guys enjoy. Tonight I'm just going to be playing some of Brenda's music and going through her history a little bit. Originally that song, our community was a Brad Gambison song, her brother, and like I said, I created the characters, and I actually created Brad Gambison as a character first, but my first song was by Brenda Wyatt, and it was Stability. And I did a version of Stability by Brad Gambison too, because I wanted a rock version of that originally, but the country version just came out so much better to me. And I've never been a super country fan, but Brenda Wyatt and writing country now has given me a better appreciation for it. Says 5 are watching. Yeah, well, that's cool. I'm glad. Welcome in. I won't ramble on all night because, like I said, I will be playing music. Now, the first song that I wrote for her was Stability, but I wrote this song in my 20s, and I had it just sitting around on a piece of paper for years and years. And when I discovered Suno and I put that in there, the first thing I didn't generate a random song at first. I did that a few times, and I still to this day I generated a completely AI generated song tonight just to see if I could do it before the show, so that I could share it with you for Brenda Wyatt. Now, I'm going to share the evolution of the Stability song. I started with just the original song, and it came out okay. And I love the way some of the certain sounds came out. Hello, Kenneth Bird, welcome. But I remastered it twice, and I never could just get it right until Suno version 4.5 came out. And I'm going to play for you that version right now. This is what I think is the definitive version of her first song and mine, Stability.
I don't know what to do. I've been feeling so very blue. Life's been kicking me. Please, someone hear my plea. I've been back and forth in one town and stuck in another. I'm still feeling down, and it's enough to smother me. All I need is stability, just something to hold on to, something solid, something whole, just something I can call true. Although I've learned one thing, we need to help ourselves here. All together we could bring peace in our hearts to share. So I ask you why are we all so blind? Yet can we still not see the sky? All I need is stability, just something to hold on to, something solid, something pure, just something I can call true.
Greetings, Bear. Happy birthday for Thursday, my friend, my bro. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing great. Hope you have a great birthday. Like I said, for that was what the song evolved into, and I think that's the definitive version of Brenda Wyatt's Stability. Now, I went on from that, and I wrote a bunch of different songs, and some of them I used, some of them I didn't use, but I always consider myself an author, and I never thought of myself as a songwriter until Suno. But I've written so many songs now. I guess I have to consider myself a songwriter now. But one of the ones I really liked when I first started doing it, and it inspired me to make a full album for, is this one right here. It's called Bayou Country, and it's kind of when I decided to change up her story a little bit. I'd already it's decided in my head canon that her brother was Brad Gamison, but I decided to say that Mason Tyler Shaw was her boyfriend, and so I kind of threw this in as he's he's my country singer that won the poll that, and Jess Laws named that character Mason Tyler Shaw. But Anyway, I wrote this song about the two of them going down south and having a good time. This is called Bayou Country.
Waking up dead ain't no fun. I have no idea how I got here. Why am I still alive? Am I alive? Me and my man came down south. He was always running at the mouth. Thought we'd catch some crawfish, but we instead got caught in a niche. Never say never at Gentry, or you be seen to. There's black magic there, it can dig its hooks in, I swear. Time to learn about a sortie down in Bayou Country. Is this the end for me? I'm stumbling around, I can barely see. Where am I? Suddenly I crave raw meat. Never say never at Gentry, or you be seen to. There's black magic there, it can dig its hooks in, I swear. Time to learn about a sortie down in Bayou Country. It's in the wind on the tip of your tongue. I'm lost somewhere in Bayou Country. Good night, good night, Bayou Country. Bayou Country. Bayou Country.
Now, originally, my Fridays FtH Players were just kind of making songs for our channel, like for Luna. I wrote a bunch of Luna songs and a bunch of Let's Ride, and that was a series that I did for 200 episodes. They were shorts, but I did one of those every week. It was pretty cool. I had a lot of fun with that. Actually, for a while there, I was doing them every day. Well, like five a week. I didn't do them on the weekends. We usually don't post stuff on Sundays. But at that point, I was like, man, I really need to define this character and the rest of them. And it started with Brenda Wyatt, really, and it just continued to evolve and grow. And that's kind of why I wanted to start with her, doing these spotlights on certain characters for the Fridays FtH Players. Now, when I started doing the album, I decided to write a song about her life and her history, and it includes her brother and Mason Tyler Shaw to a certain extent as well. But this is kind of her story, and I hope you enjoy anchoring the story.
Scrubs on at dawn, she's got a world to save. Wiping tears, stitching wounds, staying strong and brave. Her little girls joined the Navy with dreams in her eyes. But mama's out there fighting till the break of sunrise. In the hum of the war, where the chaos takes more, she keeps on pushing though her heart gets sore. No father's in sight, but she's got her kin. A family built from the strength within. She's an anchor in the storm, a light in the fight, holding it together through the darkest night. With Mason's rebel soul and Brad's guiding hand, she's building a life on the shifting sand, an anchor in the storm. Oh, anchor in the storm.
chasing songs and strings. With a fiery temper, he's got a rebellious heart holding up his wings. But he calls every night just to hear her say, get your shit together and maybe we'll go play for a day. And Brad, her brother, the commander so proud, holds the line steady when the storms get loud. He's her shield, her rock, her North Star guide, a father in spirit, always by her side. In the hum of the ward, where the chaos takes more, she keeps on pushing though her heart gets sore. No father's in sight, but she's got her kin, a family built from the strength within. She's an anchor in the storm, a light in the fight, holding it together through the darkest night. With Mason's rebel soul and Brad's guiding hand, she's building a life on the shifting sand, an anchor in the storm. Oh, anchor in the storm. Someday I'll sit on the porch with my own child, tell her stories of a life both fierce and wild, with a rebel by my side and a brother so true. We've weathered every storm till the skies turn blue. We're anchors in the storm, a family just trying to do right, standing strong together, hearts burning bright. Through the toil, the tears, the dreams we planned, we built a life on this shifting sand. Through the waves and the winds we carry on, a Navy nurse's heart beats ever strong. With Mason's love and brother Brad's steady hand, we're writing our own story on life's unbroken land. All anchors in the storm. Oh, anchors in the storm.
All right, that's Anchors in the Storm. Now, that is what led me to, I had already planned on making Brad Gambison a military guy. You only need to use it maybe once or twice a month. I don't like how it makes, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I got several of them around that I use because I have asthma. It sucks, but they're around in case you need it. But I'm on a new medication now that, because I have super asthma, inflammation 2 is what they call it. And so I'm on a special medication that I take a shot, and it pretty much, I get runny noses occasionally now, but not like I used to. And my breathing has gotten a lot better. So it's nice. But now for Brenda Wyatt, that song there is what led me to say that all my AI personalities were military and that they were all on the same team. But, I had already kind of created a persona for like Kamiko Takura, and she was a Marine, and Brad Gambison was Navy, and Mason Tyler Shaw wasn't military at the time. Hey, Christopher Works, good to see you, buddy. I'm glad you stopped in to say hi. I'm just talking my AI personalities how I created them and why, and what I their backstories. And so I'm kind of doing that tonight because we were going to game. That's why I'm all decked out for GI Joe, but we were going to do a military action game, but that got delayed till next week. So I'm doing this tonight instead. I'm hanging out. So it's good to see you, Chris. So at that point, I was like, man, I want to put them all together. And Nasty Ray Ray wasn't really military yet either, but I was like, he seems like a cocky Air Force kind of guy. And so I made him an Air Force pilot. And I hadn't even planned to make them all into one band at that point yet. And I had a lot of fun just coming up with weird backstories for each of their characters. And I was really enjoying it. And now I've got a whole storyline involved, and I'm thinking about even writing a comic about them because they do their military thing and they do their music thing, and it's just it might be interesting to write a story for them because I've also incorporated them into my military action game, so that's kind of fun too. Like Brad Gambison is a commander in the military action group, and so. He's not the commander anymore. He was there for a while because they were looking for their commanding officer, but they eventually found it. And you're hearing side talk with swearing, so maybe I should upload that other mature content warning with with the horn on it. If I can find the thing. Here we go. Mature content warning. Vertical 5. Oh, okay, yeah, that's the one. Anyway, I should do a widescreen version with the approach horn. Remember, but apparently had asthma from 2 to 4 years old. I had to go to the ER once. Mom gave you gross medicine mixed in milk. Yeah, I remember that crap. I never had to take that, but I had a nephew who did. I had asthma my whole life, and I had been diagnosed with it in California. But the doctors down there had it in my medical records, but none of them saw fit to tell me that I had asthma or help me out in any way to cure my asthma or help my asthma. I didn't even get inhalers. Came to Utah, my doctor's like, it's in your medical file that you have asthma and have since you were a child. And I'm like, well, thanks. No one ever said anything to me. And he's like, well, let's get you on inhalers. And that started me down the road of inhalers. But I went to an ENT, an ear, nose, throat doctor, and I ended up having polyps in my nose and had to get those surgically removed. And then I qualified for the medication, and I'm doing a lot better. But the asthma sucks. It's one of the worst things. When you can't breathe, you couldn't stand vanilla extract for a long time after that. I love vanilla in stuff, but vanilla extract by itself, that stuff is bitter as hell. I remember that as a kid. It smelled so good, and you go to drink it as a kid. It's like, oh, this is not good. But anyway, with my AI personalities, I decided to make them, all in one unit. And I figured out how all that works and wrote it into my head canon, my stories, and I write it into a lot of the songs sometimes. And sometimes I just write songs that I enjoy. But I've kind of rambled on enough. Let's put on some more music. I did a bunch of G.I. Joe stuff over the last 2 or 3 years, and I'm working on a lot right now. And I'm kind of taking a break today from it because I'm going to be filming again tomorrow on the new movie I'm working on. But last year, while I was making what I call Joe Ticks, because I was on a show called Spine Ticks Live for a long time, and a great bunch of guys. Check them out; they're on Saturday nights. But I had these Joe Ticks I was making for them, and I put it all together into one movie at some point. But there was a part where I finally decided to turn it into a movie and make CoverGirl kind of the star. And I had an idea that she was working on a vehicle she was under the vehicle, and she got a phone call. And so I decided to ask the AI to give me a song for because in my head canon, in G.I. Joe, CoverGirl was Superstar Satin. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. I'm not going to get into that backstory. That's deep G.I. Joe crap that I love, but not everybody else. Couldn't understand what your family was saying to each other, so no big deal. Well, there was some language being thrown around. Let's just put it that way. It was involving my boy Red, but who's awake now. But is irritable. So we'll see how it is. I haven't had a chance to talk to him tonight yet, but we'll see. But anyway, I this song is completely AI generated, and and it's one of my favorites that I got for Brenda Wyatt, and I just said, hey, give me a song for a retired singer who no one will leave alone because they want her to come back. And it gave me this song, and I used it, just a little snippet of it as her ringtone, but I included the song. I made a music video of the song for it. Now I'm redoing it, and I'm redoing that movie, and I'm fixing it and cleaning it up, and I'm turning it into a real feature-length film to be the prequel to the movie I'm making right now. If I can actually get it out first, I will. But I want to focus on one at a time, and that's not an easy thing for me. Focus on one thing at a time. You see, okay. So I just fell in love with this song. It just gave me this really cool song, and I have remastered it twice, and I finally got it into the Suno version 4.5, and this particular version of it is awesome. So I decided to make these images with Brenda Wyatt as cover girl, as Superstar Satin. So this is Still Got It by Brenda Wyatt.
All these phones keep ringing, won't give my heart a break. I hear them always bringing offers that I won't take. People stack up high shows they want me to play, but baby I'm retired, living my own way. Still got it, still shining, but I'm done with the grind. I hear them all whining, tell them I'm gonna unwind. Once a queen on stage, now I dance for me. Flip through the next page, got my own story. Still got it, still shining, but I'm done with the grind. I hear them all whining, tell them I'm gonna unwind. Once a queen on stage, now I dance for me. Flip through the next page, got my own story. Still got it, still shining, but I'm done with the hustle. Forget the headlines, time to relax my muscles. Midnight, no spotlight, just me and some friends. I've earned my quiet nights and weekends without ends. Midnight, no spotlight, just me and some friends. I've earned my quiet nights and weekends without ends. Still got it, still shining, but I'm done with the grind. I hear them all whining, tell them I'm gonna unwind.
Are you a slacker, Jess? Are you? Yeah, Luna Songbird will be doing the voice of Cover Girl in the upcoming movie. She did not Tiger voice Cover Girl originally in the Joe Tix, the Spine Tix, Joe Tix stuff. But when I redo it, if Songbird is willing, Luna Songbird, then I will have her revoice all of Cover Girl's lines. I am going to be adding a bunch of dialogue to that movie. And don't worry about it, Jess. So long as like I said, as long as I get it by July 15th, I should be okay. I haven't even started on that scene yet with Zorana, but it's coming up. Like tomorrow, I'm going to be filming Quick Kicks part, and then I'm going to try to get to the Night Creepers part on Friday because I'm not doing much on Friday, so I can get 2 weeks ahead. And if I can get 2 weeks ahead, that would be awesome. I'm just a week ahead right now. And so that the G.I. Joe Lady Blood Ride is coming along, and I have this week's for Shadow Tracker all ready to go, and it's pretty awesome. But Jake needs to revoice Falcon, I've got an AI generated voice for Falcon in this upcoming part this Wednesday on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel on Joe Take 62 Shadow Tracker. So check that out on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel if you're into that. And that kind of evolved on that in the Joe Ticks to my Cobra propaganda video, and I did a really cool video with action figures for all of this. It's all done with action figures. It's play motion is what they call it, where you use the action figures and then you do voiceovers for them. It's pretty cool. A lot of fun if you're into that sort of thing. But my Cobra propaganda video, I just loved it, and when I wrote this, I'm like, man, how would Cobra use what's going on today to make people join them? And they've added a subliminal suggestion into the song so that it affected everybody worldwide, and pretty much everybody just fell in line and joined Cobra within about a week. So in that storyline, and of course G.I. Joe thwarted them, but here is We Must Fight by Brenda Wyatt. This is my Cobra propaganda song, but this is the updated version for the new movie.
Not what you think, they are the enemy. We are the salvation, just look around you. We must fight, we are Cobra. They tell you that we're the enemy because they are the enemy rules you. We cast no illusions, we want to make the world a better place. The illusion has already been cast upon you. Open your eyes and see, Cobra is here for you. It's all part of the hustle and flow. You only believe that you're free. Time to realize the truth. The world you know is only a dream. Images upon your mind since youth. Nothing is real in this constant stream. Is that why you throw everything you see? It's all part of the hustle and flow. You only believe that you're free. Time to the world you know is only a dream. Images upon your mind since youth. Nothing is real in this constant stream. Ooh. It's not what you think, they are the enemy. We are the salvation, just look around you. We must fight, we are Cobra. They tell you that we're the enemy because they are the enemy rules you. We cast no illusions, we want to make the world a better place. The illusion has already been cast upon you. Open your eyes and see, Cobra is here for you. We ask only that you listen. They've got you in their grip. Come with us and gain position. Get out from under their whip. We offer honest pay for dishonest work. We won't always tell you the truth, but who does without a smirk? Look for our welcome booth. We ask only that you listen. They've got you in their grip. Come with us and gain position. Get out from under their whip. We offer honest pay for dishonest work. We won't always tell you the truth, but who does without a smirk? Look for our welcome booth. It's not what you think, they are the enemy. We are the salvation, just look around you. We must fight, we are Cobra. They tell you that we're the enemy because they are the enemy rules you. We cast no illusions, we want to make the world a better place. The illusion has already been cast upon you. Open your eyes and see, Cobra is here for you. Join us, we are Cobra. You're our Cobra. It's not what you think, they are the enemy. We are the salvation, just look around you. We must fight, Cobra.
I don't know why, but I really love that pic of her snuggling up the Cobra Commander. She's totally brainwashed, but that's that was the shtick, Yeah, I really enjoy writing G.I. Joe songs, and I'm really into it right now, and so that's kind of what I think about. But Brenda Wyatt has done a lot, and I've written a lot of songs for it. I really enjoy writing songs for her. Now, just on a different beat, I'm going to play some of her older stuff for you, so you get it. And then then I got a few G.I. Joe songs again. I'll play for you because I wrote a lot for G.I. Joe songs. I've written probably close to, I'd say a little over 500 songs, and I put most of them into music videos, but not all of them. So, for you right now, I'm going to play "Damned If You Do" by Brenda Wyatt. Was on her second album, I think, first or second album. I don't know. I had 2 albums for her, so I'm damned if you do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was on her second album. Yeah. Here you go.
Time's wasted, so let's get to it. Woke up late, too cold to get out of bed. My truck won't start again. Last week it was the alternator. This week, who knows what's in. My neighbor says I ought to settle down, find me a real nice man. Doesn't like me, but I've got sugar in my teacup and my boots stuck in the mud. Oh, damn. They say the straight road's the safer bet, but I like a path I might regret. 'Cause you're damned if you do, or so they say. They'll still talk trash about the life you won't make stay. Might as well raise a glass, laugh it through. Take a chance on the crazy and the beautiful too. It's a wild, sweet mess, but it's all I ever knew. And honey, I'm fine being damned if I do. Oh, just fine. Mama says I should save my cash, stop buying vinyl records. Big brother Brad thinks I'm too headstrong, says I need some sheepish shepherds. I've got 3 guitars, a busted amp, and a pocket full of dreams. But the way I see it, these scars just add character to the scenes. They say the straight road's a safer bet, but I like a path I might regret. 'Cause you're damned if you do, or so they say. They'll still talk trash about the life you won't stay. Might as well raise a glass, laugh it through. Take a chance on the crazy and the beautiful too. It's a wild, sweet mess, but it's all I ever knew. And honey, I'm fine being damned if I do. Oh, just fine. There's beauty in chaos, there's joy in the fall. The highs and the heartbreaks, I'm taking them all. I'd rather live loud than fade in the quiet. If I'm wrong, then hell, I'll riot. You're damned if you do, or so they say. They'll still talk trash about the life you won't stay. I might as well raise a glass, laugh it through. Take a chance on the crazy and the beautiful too. It's a wild, sweet mess, but it's all I ever knew. And honey, I'm fine being damned if I do. Oh, just so fine. It all happens in a blink. Just you wait, no matter what you think, it's never too late. Yeah, honey, I'm just fine being
It all happens in a blink, just you wait. No matter what you think, it's never too late. Yeah, honey, I'm just fine, being damned if I do. 'Cause it don't matter what others think about me. My view of the world is all I need to see. Oh, I'll be just
Yeah, that was off the first album. The first album, Message Received. That's right. The second album was Hellbent on Sainthood. That's the name. It's kind of a tongue twister, but I had a lot of fun, and I wrote those two albums pretty much back to back, and I put a lot of her songs together for Hellbent on Sainthood from other stuff that that I'd already made for her. Now she had originally I was just going to have her be a country singer, and but she just kind of evolved into this. I want to be a rock star. I don't want you to define me type character. And she can do rock. She can do rhythm and blues. She can do hip hop. She can do, if she wants to. I don't think I've done a hip hop song with her, but she can do anything. She's one of those type of performers. She can do pop, and she's done some pop, but she sticks to the rock and the country most of all. And but she does also, she plays violin, and I had her do that on several other videos, and I got a couple of them lined up here for you that I'm going to share with you. One by Kamiko Takura, where Brenda Wyatt played violin and sang with her, and then Little Sister on the Shadow of the Rainbow album that just came out by Brad Gamison and Grim Reaper, Brad and Grim joint, worked with Kamiko on drums, of course, but Little Sister is basically her life story, and so it tells a lot of stuff. But she plays the violin for the songs, so I thought it was cool. It'd be cool to share those with you as the evolution of her character. And then after I play those two songs, we'll talk a bit more about Brenda Wyatt's character. Here is "Letters in the Sand" by Kamiko Takura with Brenda Wyatt.
Barefoot steps along the shore, ding. Barefoot steps along the shore. Fingers traced what we swore. Wrote our names in golden light. Watch the waves steal them from sight. The tide would rise, the tide would fall, but love was written through it all. No matter where the wind would go, your voice was all I'd ever know. Voices. Time may wash the words away, but the feeling still remains. Even if the sea forgets, my heart never fades, never fades. Letters in the sand remain. you stand. Through the miles, through the years, I still hear you calling near. No distance breaks what we have made. Not even time could let it fade. Time may wash the words away, but the feeling still remains. Even if the sea forgets, my heart never fades. Let letters in the sand remain, even as the waves change their name. Faded words but never lost. Love's a tide that knows no cost. Every sunset, every breeze brings you back in memories. Even if the shore is new, I still find my way to you. Hold you. The ocean moves, the seasons change, but some things time cannot rearrange. Our love's not lost, it's only grown, and every tide will bring me home. Letters in the sand remain, even as the waves change their name. Every sunset, every breeze brings you back in memories. No matter where the shoreline is, I will find my way to you again. Oh, you again. Some things stay, some things stay. Love never washes away. Every sunset, every breeze brings you back in memories. No matter where the shoreline is, I will find my way to you again. Hold you again. Some things fade, some things stay. Love never washes away. Some things fade, some things stay. Love never washes away. Every sunset, every breeze brings you back memories. Love never washes away.
Now that, like I said, was she just contributed with that. She did backing vocals and then played the violin, and so I thought that was cool to include that in this because that's one of the other things that she does. But I'm gonna play Little Sister for you so you can know her backstory a little bit. Her dad is half Native American, but her older brother's dad has a different dad. So, and this story explains all that. So here is Little Sister it's a Brad and Grimm joint with Kamiko Takuro on drums and Brenda Wyatt playing violin.
My father died when I was 8, a hero in a war on foreign soil. My mother and he were never great, their marriage a burden and toil. Mom took comfort in the arms of another, a good man, a strong character. He was too brother, we all mourn together. 2 years later she came into our lives. Little Brenda and I didn't understand, but for me she became a reason that drives. To her I'd be a protector, or so I'd plan. She'd stumble and cry, I'd pick her up and say, hush now, I'm a bright soul from the start. Brenda had a fire that burned bright, running as soon as she could walk, and I always went after her. Brenda always had a heart that gleams. Mother would always whisper, children, follow your dreams. And Brad, look after little sister. Oh, my little sister. Life played out, and before I reached manhood, Brenda's dad grew ill and soon left this world a good man, an honorable man. Shortly afterward, I left home, following in my own father's footsteps. The Navy called, and I took in that salty air. It's the way of things, boy becomes man. Life moves forward. I was an officer, a gentleman, in the truest sense of those words. Another decade passed, and soon Brenda joined me, becoming a Navy nurse. Mother endured and stayed pure. I honored her in every word and deed. No one ever did I respect more, for sure. When she left us, my heart did bleed. Brenda didn't take it well, a bitter woman she became, living in her own hell. There was no one to blame. A bright soul from the start. Brenda had a fire that burned bright, running as soon as she could walk, and I always went after her. And I was no exception. Brenda always had a heart that gleams. Mother would always whisper, children, follow your dreams. And Brad, look after little sister. Oh, my little sister.
Brenda fell for a rebel and he on hard times. I stepped up and was there for both of them. Music brought them out of chaos. Together we are a family, but I'll always look after little sister.
Hush now, I'm here.
All right, that was Little Sister. Hope you enjoyed that. That's kind of tells her story where she's her and Brad have different dads, but they both had good dads. They were military dads, and kind of this parallels of life that could have been type thing for me and my family, I guess. But it's all fictional and make believe, and that's kind of what I wanted to get across while I was doing this live stream tonight. Brad and Kamiko were a couple in my head all the time, but I made it official with Flame for a Commander and all that stuff for her album in February. of this year, and so I had some fun with that. But that meant that Brenda and Kamiko were kind of sisters. She was her sister-in-law, but for her big sister. So I thought that was kind of cool. And so when I went to do my Fridays from the FtH Players full album, the first one, Time to Play. That's just one of my favorite songs that I've ever written for the Fridays FtH Players that Brad Gannison sang. But the album, Brenda sang a couple of songs on that album, but the one that really stood out for me is this one right here. It's about her life and how she interacted with Kamiko and Diane Dakota, who was the other female AI personality in the group. So here is Conquer by Fridays FtH Players.
My Shimasani was of the Diné, but you would say grandmother of the Navajo. I don't know much about that world. My world is outside of that. Tell me where I come from, Shimasani. You come from the hills, and your spirit animal is the eagle, Bren. I don't know the hills, but I know the eagle. How is this the way? Kumiko was born in San Diego, third generation Japanese American. She grew up in the shadow of her Marine father, her stomping grounds Camp Pendleton, forged into a fighter by the time she was 12. Taurus Senshi, the tiger warrior through and through. She is my sister, but not by blood. I've learned so much from her. Music is our language, and we speak it well. Diane's road was much tougher. She is my sister, but not by blood. We met at Ranger School, cross-trained together, step for step. She comes from New Orleans, Creole by birth. Now she's a ranger through and through. Tough as nails, but delicate as a flower. Beauty is her way, and kindness rules her day. We are three very different women, all from conquered past, shattered peoples with broken dreams, yet we share a sacred bond, forged on the field of battle. Like our ancestors before us, we are warriors and poets. Quite the distinction. We are the the spirits dance, to the battlefields where we took all stance. Creole daughter, proud and free, a world that once shunned now sings through me. We are warriors, we are dreamers, carrying the songs of the lost believers. Not just history, not just pain, we are the rivers that rise again. We are the voices of the past, still singing. Through every trial, through every beating drum. Not divided, not forgotten, but unbroken. We are one, we are strong, we belong. We are one, we belong. We all belong.
All right, I'm back, sort of. Let's see here. Never cut Fens and Mickeys. They might be okay. Whiskers isn't bad, but the other three, like little demons, yeah, cats. Generally, if you have a good enough scratching post for cats, you don't have to clip their nails. Not like dogs. Dogs are, you gotta have something for them. Ben is a groomer, and she actually has this thing where Hotch digs on it, and it pretty much keeps his nails on it. It's a scratch board, yeah. And so that's the way they do it. But hope you enjoyed that with Brenda Wyatt and her story of her three fellow bandmates and squad mates in the military. Yeah, what you got going on? I'm going to have to wrap Nero up in a giant blanket and wear full body Kevlar. Yeah, certain cats, yeah, they ain't having it. It's just not having it. All right, well, there's a song that I used to sing all the time, and while we were gaming and stuff, and Tiger actually converted it into a song and a video, and it was kind of a parody of a parody. So, because I'm a Blonde Now by Downtown Julie Brown, or was it Julie Brown? I think Downtown was the other one. I don't remember. Either way, they had two Julie Browns on MTV at one point. They have a cat tree, but the sisal rope doesn't do anything. Oh, I see. Well, that sucks. Some cats just ain't, like I said, ain't having it. But so here it is, just for fun, because I'm a blob now.
Because I'm a blob, I don't have to think. I can't talk at all, and I never float, I sink. Don't have to worry if I'm eating a man. If I keep laying still, they'll fall in my land. Cause I'm a blob, yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause I'm a blob, yeah, yeah, yeah. I see people working, it just makes me giggle. Cause I don't have to work, I just have to jiggle. Cause I'm a blob, B-L-O-B. Cause I'm a blob, don't you wish you were me? I never learned to read, and I never learned to cook. Why should I bother when I look like I look? I know lots of creatures are smarter than me, but I have this philosophy. So what? Cause I'm a blob, yeah, yeah, yeah. I see all manner of beasts running to catch dinner. They're all starving, and I am the winner. Cause I'm a blob, yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause I'm a blob, yeah, yeah, yeah. They say that to make it, you need arms and a brain. Well, I got a cow without either, and this was my gain. Okay, what was it? Don't tell me, oh yeah, okay. Don't touch that thing. Cause I'm a blob, yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause I'm a blob, yeah, yeah, yeah. I moved a few inches and got nowhere, of course. I can't jump around, but I've got a large horse. Cause
on tour is like a compliment that I'll remember for as long as I can. Right now I'm engorging on my 4th group of adventurers, but my goal is to become as big as a house, cause I really love eating. Cause I'm a blob, yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause we're a blob, yeah, yeah, yeah. People think I'm snotty, and maybe it's true. With my ooze and body, you would be too. I'm a blob, BL, I don't know. Cause I'm a blob, yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause I'm a blob, yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause I'm a blob, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm a blob. Cause I'm a blob. Yeah, yeah. That's based off the Cause I'm a Blonde song by Judy Brown from way back in the 80s on MTV. I used to sing it while we were gaming. Because I'm a blob. Yeah, yeah. Every time I'd see a blob, I'd start singing it. And then it just got to be a habit of just singing it. The first song I ever wrote specifically for Brenda Wyatt, though, with the Brenda Wyatt name on the video, is this one here. It's called Cut Loose. And it was about a time period in her life. She had kind of broken up with Mason. They got back together later, but there was a guy that she started seeing, and she realized that she was way better off with Mason. But here is a story of when she wasn't with Mason. Here is Cut Loose.
This is what I don't like. Get all dolled up, head out on the town for a night of dancing, a night of fun. Me and the gals just having a good time, flirting, singing, enjoying the mood. Find some guy I like, dance a bit, drink a bit. I'm not in the mood for anything more than that. Then the act shows up. Everywhere I go, everything I do, you always have some excuse. It's not me, it's you. For sure, I don't wanna see you anymore. I just can't seem to cut you loose. Why is that? It started out wonderful. Flowers, dinner, dancing, and wines. I should have been more careful. Should have seen the signs. You turned out to be a snake in the grass, lying, cheating, stealing, being on my back, smiling to my face. You had some brass. Now it just seems like I'm under attack. We broke up and you just don't seem to get that. It's over and you need to understand that. Why won't you leave me alone? We are done, we are through. Move on, jackass. Everywhere I go, everything I do, you always have some excuse. It's not me, it's you. For sure, I don't wanna see you anymore. I just can't seem to cut you loose. Please go. I just wanna be me again. I don't want to be miserable. Why do you wanna wallow in the pain? My disdain towards you is so visible. Is there a light at the end of this tunnel? I wanna have a life once more. I need to filter you out in a funnel. It's time I took charge or you'll get worked for. It's time to shine you on. I can't let you get to me. I won't let you dominate me. There's someone new out there for me. I worked past the alone time. Now I need someone to stand at my side, not someone who wants to keep me in a castle. I'm no damsel that needs to be rescued. Life could be good. Life should be good. Everywhere I go, everything I do, I'll take no more excuses. I won't even think of you. I won't see you anymore.
I like that one. That was a lot of fun for me to write, but it made me realize she was ready for that stable relationship. Now, she was a military brat, so she moved around a lot with her dad, and she ended up in a small town in Tennessee where she met Mason Tyler Shaw, naturally. But then he kind of just followed her after that. But not stalker like the other guy. Let me see here. Tiger wrote another song that was I like A Crow's Feather, but I can't find my clip version of that song. So I'll have maybe I can find it. But yeah, Yana Miasma Vale, I could play that a little later. And I really like Feed the Machine. And hey, Cool Gamer, we know you're a real person, dude. We know you're not a bot. We appreciate you around here from the Hildt. You've been loyal to us and with us for so long, dude. You're so cool. It's in your name, dude. And when we play the mature content warning, dude, no, that's not directed at you. That's for us, really. But it also gives everybody in the chat freedom to say, and they know that's the kind of show this is. That is not directed at any one individual, buddy. So if that's bugging you or something, don't worry about it. That's something we play as a disclaimer so that everybody knows there could be some swearing going on and some adult content. So that's what that's about. Let's see. We know. You could write a whole book about each of your AI persona singers. I could, and that's why I thought, hey, why not do an episode for each one of them and just talk about them for a while. Now, like I said, she evolved and she joined the Navy probably shortly after she had that bad breakup, and already her brother had been in the military for a long time, and Brad Gambison, and he was already with Kamiko, and so she had a big sister too. It was kind of cool. And then when she cross trained, because she decided later on that she wanted to be Special Forces, she met Diane Dakota. So they both trained at Ranger School together, even though she's Navy and Diane is Army. They can cross train as an Army Airborne Ranger. I looked all that crap up. It was kind of cool that the military does that. They offer all those special forces to any branch. If you just have to apply for it, and if they qualify, they cross train you. It's kind of cool. Don't worry about things. That's all we're saying, cool gamers. Just don't worry about things. Okay, you're cool. You're here. Hang out. It's a safe space, buddy, and enjoy. And we're just playing music tonight and having a good time and just chatting. So here is Tiger's latest for adventure. It's for the adventure month. It's called Flight, and I assigned Brenda Wyatt as the singer for this because that's the voice that fits. So here is Flight by the Tiger, as performed by Brenda Wyatt.
Here I am flying through the sky, a dream come true being so high. Massive wings beating all around me, fantastic ride that you can never see. The air is thin and a bit cold, but it's a great feeling for being so bold. The clouds stream by the ground long gone, mountains and river in the great beyond. Flying on the back of a dragon fierce, hearing its roar, the sky it does pierce. Wings like thunder, breath so hot, the greatest experience ever sought. The world below so forgotten, white fluffy cloud look like cotton. Buildings and people small like ants, gotta get away from useless rants. Seeing the world flying by, finding peace, breathing in a sigh. Just me and my dragon flying free, such wonders inside only we can see. Flying on the back of a dragon fierce, hearing its roar, the sky it does pierce. Wings like thunder, breath so hot, the greatest experience ever sought. Fantasy and adventure can always wait. We fly into the night, it's never too late. Enjoying great freedom and flying high, never looking back or asking why. Tomorrow we come back to reality. Tomorrow we fight the endless sea. But right now we fly and say goodbye.
Yeah, see, so it's nice to have Tiger write songs too, because then we get other things that, you know, that they can perform that's not progressing their story or anything of that nature, and they're just cool and fun. You like the Red Dragon the best? I did too. I like that one. That was just Tiger's idea of riding on a dragon. That's kind of her tribute to Neverending Story and riding on the Luck Dragon in that movie. Now, but you know what I really, really love doing with Brenda Wyatt is just writing the G.I. Joe songs. She just seems to fit that a lot. Her and her brother Brad, and they're military. So now the others not as much, but on occasion I'll get one that really is for them. And I don't know why I didn't put this the comments up on the screen for from the beginning. But in general, you prefer black dragons. You know, my favorite dragon is actually a brown dragon. I know it's kind of weird, but I love the brown scaled dragons. It's just an awesome looking dragon to me. And imagine, you know, a brown dragon sitting on a mountain, just sitting there, and you probably wouldn't even see it because it's the same color as the mountain. You know? So that's where I'm at with it. But yeah, I like black dragons too. But you know, I loved in D&D how they made their breath weapons based on their color, but that didn't make any sense to me. I thought it should be by terrain. So we based our dragons off terrain, and so different terrain dragons have the same type of breath weapon, but can be different colors of scales. And so we have a lot of fun with dragons in Linharos. But just to check that kind of stuff out. All right, so I've got, like I said, I've got some G.I. Joe ones lined up for you. A couple of them. Like I said, I just for each character, I used to just start making songs for each individual characters. Black is more awesome. Well, at night, sure. There's shadow. We got a red interruptus. Look, oh, he thought I didn't see him. But here's the one I made for my boy Flint. He's my favorite G.I. Joe leader. As if no one could tell by my writing. But here is Flint, Mission Clear. And I hope you enjoy it.
Jumps out with the footsteps of shadows cast on his face. Real in the chaos, fearless in a race. Grit deep in his soul, fire in his eyes. Leading the charge where the danger lies. The battlefield echoes with his primal scream. Orders over the noise like a crashing stream. Lady J at his side in the fight. Two hearts entwined in the darkest night. Strike, enemies fall like the dead of night. No doubt, no fear in his heart and soul. His mission clear and under his control. In the silent moments, plans take shape. Lady J's touch escaping the fate. Soft whispers in the stone's embrace. Together in battle, no better place. Together DJ's touch escaping the fate, soft whispers in the storm's embrace. Together in battle, no better place. Defender of the wing where the hearts will go. Flint takes a stand, the story unfolds. Mages wrap the thick and thin. Together they fight and they win.
Yeah, I'll likely redo Flint's file card and get some better images and redo that music video too. But that's the one I have. It's a good song, so I enjoy it. The one I did better, though, was for the character Lowlight, and it's my favorite G.I. Joe song that Brenda Wyatt did for a specific character. And this one is called Eyes in the Night. And what most people try to ignore the fact, he says, he doesn't look too wizardly. No, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know what to do with that pick, and I just kind of threw it in that video. But people ignore the fact that Lowlight, they call him the night spotter, the night fighter, whatever. He's a sniper. That was his job. And for some reason back in the day, they were afraid to use the term sniper. And I think Jess is still here. She just commented, cool gamer. But here is Brenda Wyatt's song about Lowlight called Eyes in the Night.
Creeping through shadow, moonlight whispers down, eyes like a hawk, silent on the ground. The world is asleep, I'm wide awake, darkness my cover, every move I take, I see in the night, I breathe in the dark, low light the name, hitting every mark, the city's still, not a soul to hear, predator in silence, my prey is near, cold in every corner, no sound around, heartbeat steady, feet on solid ground, I see in the night, I breathe in the dark, low light the name, hitting every mark. The city's still, not a soul to hear, predator in silence, my prey is near. Cold in every corner, no sound around, heartbeat steady, feet on solid ground, I see in the night, I breathe in the dark, low light the name, hitting every mark.
I was just saying we're not bots, cool gamer. You said why, Logan? It's because we're not bots. I mean, I was joking like we just did earlier. Okay, it was just a joke. Superior Cyber Godzilla popped in here. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're still hanging with us. We're just I'm talking about the AI personality, Brenda Wyatt, what my AI personalities are. I've never made a video about that, so I thought since I was doing nothing tonight and I was supposed to be gaming, I might as well do something. And I've had this idea in my head for a while, so I thought this would be cool. Why, Jess? You guys are having a fun conversation. Cool Gamers popping in here on both channels. I appreciate that, buddy. All right, so for my military action game, I've written a lot of songs, and very few do I get that are by or Brenda Wyatt style songs. I usually get Brad Gamison, but I wrote this one and I was inspired. I was talking to Jake about a song that we hadn't listened to in a while, and I listened to it and I'm like, man, I want to write a really cool Brenda Wyatt song, which is funny because there was a guy singer in the song that we were talking about, and I don't even remember which song it was at this point. Dark pop, dark synth. Yeah. No, I love Eyes in the Night, Jess. That's a great song. Now, but this one came out so good, and I wrote it, and I thought, oh man, this has such a cool sound to it. And it took me about 4 or 5 generations to get this one, but this one came out, and I was like, man, that's my song, and here it is. Where do they come from? And I premiered it during our 1,000 subscriber celebration. So here it is. Where do they come from by Brenda Wyatt.
I'm falling fast. I don't know how long I'll last. The world blew up quick, making me a little sick. I don't know what they are, hunting and killing afar. We are now the prey, and they are here to stay.
I'm glad you think this one's okay too. Man, I was inspired when I wrote that song. That one came out really good. And you know, I took to it for a while there when I was doing a lot of songs, like probably 20 a week. I was doing so many, it was ridiculous. Uh, I would tell the AI the words I wanted, and then I'd have it give me the structure for the song, and then I would go rewrite it and edit it and make it fit and make sense. But I'm going back to just writing in the song, boom, 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 with few exceptions. Like today, I wanted to see how the Suno AI was working and how well it wrote songs now, and it actually does pretty good. I wrote this one. I had to write this one today, just on a whim, just to do the progression of Brenda Wyatt a little bit. So here it is, and I came up with the idea of the title, but it wrote this song. This is "The Dragon of Crimson Valley" by Brenda Wyatt.
Armor gleams in the morning light, steel hearts bound by fire. Knights march to the edge of the world, chasing a dark desire. The wind howls with a haunting cry, echoes of battles past. Crimson Valley calls to them, shadows rising fast. A wizard joins the ranks tonight, cloak of stars and smoke. Mystic words and whispers, low power in every stroke. Staff of ash and eyes of storms, thunder in his veins. He speaks of the dragon, sorcerer, bound by fiery chains. Through the valley red as blood, where the earth does quake, we march to face the beast of wrath, for the kingdom's sake. Crimson flames and piercing roars, the battle will ignite. We'll fight the dragon sorcerer until the morning light. The path is dark, the air is thick with ash and burning stone. The dragon's shadow stretches wide, a kingdom overthrown. The wizard chants a spell of might, the knights unsheath their blades. The clash of steel and magic sparks, his courage never fades. The dragon rises, wings of fire, scales like molten gold. Its voice a curse, its eyes a void, a terror to behold. The wizard cries, the knights stand firm, their souls a burning flame. They charge the beast, their war cries loud to end its deadly reign. Through the valley red as blood, where the earth does quake, we march to face the beast of wrath, for the kingdom's sake. Crimson flames and piercing roars, the battle will ignite. We'll fight the dragon sorcerer until the morning light.
In my Diddy's trial song, since the trial is almost over. Maybe Thursday I'll play, but I will play Beyond the Miasma Veil for you, and the machine we feed. I'll go out on the machine we feed tonight because Brenda is one of the performers on that song too, so that's a good way to do it. Now, Beyond the Miasma Veil is all Kamiko, but you asked me to play it, so I will, Jess. Now, as far as Brenda is concerned, she's a Navy nurse. You know, she considers her team her family. Brad B. Emerson's her real older brother. He's her half brother, but they don't see it that way. I have half brothers and sisters. I don't see it that way. So that's kind of how I do. I wanted that relationship to kind of go. He's her big brother, you know, in every sense of the word. So, and I have a little sister, and we kind of had a relationship when she was a kid, but we don't now at all. We don't. We talk every once in a while, and that's about it. But we still, you know, we're still brother and sister. But we for a while there we were kind of best friends when she was a teenager. So it was kind of cool. We got to know each other pretty well, and then then she got married and moved away, and and she lives in a different state. So that's how life works. Siblings go off their own way. That's just life. And we miss them and we love them, but they're still part of our life. They'll always be. Now, I do. You're right in a way, Jess. That song isn't meant for one of the modern performers. It's not meant for Brenda Wyatt, not really. So I was trying to force it to do Brenda Wyatt, and I'm like, it's not working. So I had it do a version for Falbar Taroth, and I will play that Thursday. I do have one. I don't know when I'm going to release the Falbar Taroth song. That song right there that I just played will be out on Friday night because we don't have a Friday show. So I'm just going to have stuff premiere. If I have something I need to premiere, I'm going to premiere it that night. But I don't want the same song by two different performers premiering the same night. That'd just be weird. I might play them. I'm going to play them both on the radio show, but I'm not going to premiere them on the channel. I got to give them their own shot to do well, out there in the YouTube streets, as it were. Now, there's really not much more I can say about Brenda Wyatt other than the fact that I had a crush on that character from the beginning. I thought this is going to be a great character to write for and make stories for and songs, and she has been. And she's kind of the foundation for everything. Even though the Brad Gamison character, her older brother, is kind of my alter ego in a lot of ways. He's what I would be if I was in the military or if I was a rock star. I never wanted to be a rock star really, but I did want to be in the military. There are things, that I just put part elements of myself into my characters, which is what every good author should do, or at least I think so. That's my opinion. And everybody's welcome to their own opinion, but that's mine. Now, as far as my AI personalities are concerned, I do have my 3 fantasy personalities too: Falbar Taroth, Millie Burrows, and Dougie the Dragon. And Dougie the Dragon sounds a lot like Brad Gamison a lot of the time, but it's fun. That's my fantasy world, and I kind of tie those songs to those characters, and I have a lot of fun with it. And when I do a RPG take and I write a song for a module, I usually have Falbar Taroth sing it, and then Millie. Every time we have Heroes of Haven's Run games, which we're going to have some more. Let me see. I have some Heroes of Haven's Run. This month we're doing all Beyond the Miasma Veil every Sunday in July, starting on Sunday. So not this month, but next month technically starts tomorrow. July starts tomorrow. So I have, Heroes of Haven's Run. I don't have scheduled until, I don't know. November. I wanted to play before that, so we'll see what happens. I might have to work my schedule around and get another Heroes of Haven's Run game in, because I love writing songs for Millie, and it is my hope that Kate, who plays Kate Phillips from Narrative Driven Art, I hope that she is inspired to write a song for the character that she portrays in the game, so on the show. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you like it, let me know in the comments after this comes out. Let me know whether you like these AI personality spotlights for my AI personality characters, and if so, I'll do one for each of them, and I'll pick on Brad Gamison next, and then Kamiko, and in the order I created the characters, which after that would be Mason, and then Nasty Ray, and then Diane, and then the Grim Reaper. I actually did songs for Grim Reaper a lot, but long before I created him as a character. But he is the last of the 7 I made, and then that I might do a video for my fantasy AI, but I probably won't do one for each of them. I'll probably just do one video for all of them to cover all the fantasy, all my AI personalities. If you guys like it, if this wasn't fun, then there's no point doing more. But if we had a good time, which I think we did, then I might just do it anyway because I enjoyed it. But and I do like talking about my characters, and I hope you enjoyed this one about Brenda Wyatt. But as a request, yes, I will play Beyond Miasma Veil, and then I'll come on, I'll say goodnight, and then I'll play the machine we feed to close out the show and say goodnight in the chat. But as always, thank you guys so much. Memberships are available. Cool Gamer has already joined, and I appreciate that, Cool Gamer. But remember, that's a monthly thing, buddy. So if you weren't expecting it to be monthly, make sure you have your whoever's in charge of that. If you do it, make sure you know that it's going to be charged monthly. And if you don't want it to be, then make sure you fix that, okay? Because I would rather you not taking money from you that you don't want to give. We only want the support that people want to give us. And if you want to do super chats, you can do that. We have all that because we're monetized now. And then we're, for the most part, I wanted to help pay for what we do here on the channel and continue what we do because we enjoy what we do here so much. I mean, I love writing songs. I love doing the live play games. I love the G.I. Joe stuff on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel, and a lot of that's going to be over here on From the Hildt too. But for the most part, that's the G.I. Joe stuff. I've kicked it over there, and I'm having fun with it in its own little designated channel for G.I. Joe. But it's the music and everything is all going to be over here because this is Radio from the Hildt's over here, and Fridays from the Hildt is our staple show. We had more views this last Friday than any other Friday show ever. So thank you guys so much. That was awesome. It was a great Fridays, and it makes me go. I want to have a Fridays this week, but I know the 4th of July is last. It just doesn't work. Last time we did a Friday show right after the 4th of July, it just did not work. And this one landed right on the 4th of July. So it's just better that we don't. And but I'll be live Wednesday on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel, Shadow Tracker, so check that out. And the new part of G.I. Joe Lady Bloodright. Thursday is Radio from the Hildt with the gothic horror theme with Tim Burton movies and a little bit of the fantasy adventure from last month that's left over. Like I said, I got a couple of songs for it. Fantasy adventure. I'm going to try to get some gothic horror songs in there too, but I'm probably going to be saving a lot of my stuff for episode 30, which I'm hoping is going to be a big episode in 3 weeks on the 17th of July. Bear the Gen X GM has got 3 that he's let me. I get to pick. I mean, he's spoiled me. He gave me access to a bunch of his new stuff, and so I'm going to pick 3 of his songs that are gothic horror orientated or Tim Burton like, and put those together. And Jess, if you've got some, that'll be great. I'm going to try to get some from Narrative Driven Art and maybe Kaydee Robins and hopefully Dreamersilly and maybe Sins if I can get him. He's got new stuff, so I'm going to see if he'll send it to me. And on that note, thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching in the chat and participating. Jess, Cool Gamer, thank you so much for all the cool chat. If you're still around, Superior Cyber Godzilla, thanks for joining us. It's good to see you again. Hopefully you'll join us for either the radio show or our next Friday show. We miss you around here. I have some cool comments. Like everybody, we just enjoy our community and we love you guys. And thank you so much. And if you watch this in the replay, thank you also. And we will see you Wednesday. I will be live on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel. So that's the next time I'll see you. And on that note, here is Beyond the Miasma Veil. I will say goodnight afterwards and then put on The Machine We Feed, which is a long song. So it's a 7-minute song. This one's about 4 minutes, about average. So here is Beyond the Miasma Veil, which we're going to be seeing a lot starting on next Sunday because this is the intro for. I'm going to actually make an intro video for it that's full screen. But this is the music video, Beyond the Miasma Veil by Kamiko Takura.
Something is amiss. I feel it in my bones, as if I stepped into an abyss. I hear in the distance low moans. The air changes to a chill. Mist cling to everything. The damp of morning still. The very air seems to sting. Fear
feel something out there in the dark. I cannot move, though I wish to depart. For fear of death, I must embark. Fear takes my every breath. My skin grows pale. I feel as cold as death. Beyond the miasma. My mind starts to reel, thoughts scattering into the ether. Each moment I will feel terror with each forward step a tether. I grip my weapon and my knuckles crack. There is nowhere to run. The mist are all around my track. My eyes search but will never more see the sun. Stay trapped now. Every waking moment I must be bold, lest the shadows take me from my vow. Fear takes my every breath. My skin grows pale. I feel as cold as death. Beyond the miasma there, a shadowy realm of death.
Just the one Friday, buddy. Yeah, we're just going to be gone for Independence Day. So you spend Independence Day with your family and do fireworks or whatever you guys do on your Independence Day. Have a good Friday, and we will see you on the next Friday. Tiger will be there too. So not that long, buddy. Not that long. So yeah, just this Friday. Yeah, because it's 4th of July. Exactly right, Jess. So on that note, my friends, I will see you next time. And the next time you'll see me, Cool Gamer, is on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel on Wednesday night, 7 o'clock. That's Mountain Time. So whatever on your time zone it is, it's 7 Mountain Time. So good night, everybody. We'll see you next time. Here is the machine we feed by the Fridays FtH Players, which Brenda Hildt is a part of. Brenda Wyatt is a part of. Night, guys.
machine. It's all we can do on our journey, living on our own terms. So long as we don't do harm along the way, just remembering that we all feed the machine. Everybody chill. Going where the cold cuts deep, where the blizzards bite and the frost don't sleep. A long-range rifle and a pack on his back. Snowblind hunter never lost the track. He's got a gambler's hand and a sniper's eye. One shot, one deal, don't blink or you'll die. Oh, don't bend the clock. No job hustle, playing for keeps. The cold don't care and the strong don't weep. Through the frost and the fight, through the snow and the night, he takes his aim and you're out of sight. Trust him to fight Cobra, but never let him do my taxes. Cards on the table, bets run high. Every man's got a price, but he won't buy. Run the con or run the game, but on the battlefield it ain't the same. He's got a gambler's hand and a sniper's eye. One shot, one deal, don't blink or you'll die. Yeah, man, it's rough. No job hustle, playing for keeps. The cold don't care and the strong don't weep. Through the frost and the fight, through the snow and the night, he takes his aim and you're out of sight. Oh, it's no job, do a thing like that. Some say he's a trickster, a man of the game, but when the storm rolls in, you'll remember his name. No footprints left, just a ghost in the ice. If he's got you inside, better play real nice. No job hustle, playing for keeps. The cold don't care and the strong don't weep. Through the frost and the fight, through the snow and the night, he takes his aim and you're out of sight.
Deal's done, bet's called, you lose, kid. You think we call him Snow Job because he does his job on skis? Negative. He's a con artist, pure and simple. Except when he picks up his rifle, sure as heck, something's gonna fall down. Hells yeah.
Unsubstantiated fantasy! Lies! Lies! Lies!
next time, baby.